Brought to you by Gitanjali Salon, Channi Himmat, Jammu. Follow Ruchika Makeovers on Facebook and Instagram for best bridal makeup in town. Hello viewers, you're watching Jammu Links News. I'm Mannat Gupta and welcome to the daily updates of Midday News. Let's begin. 20 Indian Army personnel, including a colonel, were martyred in a fierce clash with Chinese troops in the Galwan Valley in eastern Ladakh on Monday night. The biggest military confrontation in over 5 decades that has significantly escalated the already volatile border standoff in the region. It did not say how the casualties occurred and did not mention any firefight between the two sides. Indian military sources said no firearms were used in the clashes and that most of the injuries were sustained following stone pelting and use of rods by the Chinese side. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday said that green shoots were visible in the economy due to efforts of the past week and noted that the focus should be on both life and livelihood, with a boost to health infrastructure, testing and tracing, and an increase in economic activity. The Prime Minister made the remarks on the first day of his 6th meeting with Chief Ministers and Union Territories through video conferencing on his way to deal with coronavirus crisis. Referring to Unlock 1, he said offices have opened and crowds have increased in markets. In a historic and employee-friendly move to address the long-standing demand of unemployed youth as well as nearly 10,000 old appointees, the government has decided that no future appointments in the UT of J&K shall be made under SRO 202. Existing employees under SRO 202 will get a major relief as their 5-year period of probation shall be reduced to the normal probation period, that is 2 years only. These decisions were taken in a meeting of the Administrative Council held under the chairmanship of the Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu. Director General of Police Dilbag Singh on Tuesday inaugurated an open-air gym at Gulshan Ground. The DGP complimented District Police Jammu for completing the project and hoped that other districts will also come up with projects planned which will benefit the general community. He further said that the J&K police plan to have such facilities at other places in Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir on Tuesday recorded 75 fresh COVID-19 cases, taking the total number of people infected by the disease in the Union Territory to 5,298. 16 cases were reported from the Jammu region and 59 from the Kashmir region of the Union Territory. Till now, 63 people who had tested positive for COVID-19 in Jammu and Kashmir have died. Ladakh on Tuesday again reported a major spike in COVID positive cases, with the UT recording 94 new cases of coronavirus, taking the tally of active cases in Ladakh to 563. The official said that they received 228 sample reports from the NCDC New Delhi. Out of these, 44 positive sample reports were of Leh district, while 50 were of Kargil. The condition of all 563 active cases in Ladakh was stable. The Jammu and Kashmir Pradesh Congress Committee has asked the UT administration and central government to review all anti-youth, anti-people and anti-employees decisions to ensure justice with different sections of youth. JKPCC Chief Spokesperson Ravinder Sharma said that it took 5 years to the government to acknowledge that SRO 202 was unjust, unreasonable and exploitation of youth and against the principle of equal pay for equal work. Just 10 days before, on June 4th, when new recruitment rules were brought, SRO 202 was again incorporated despite series of protests for all these years. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh on Tuesday interacted through video conference with his constituency natives residing in NCR Delhi and inquired about their well-being in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. He also took a note of the inputs offered by them depending upon their experience and feedback received from their respective native places. In the 2-hour-long interaction, those who participated hailed from different areas of the Udhampur, Kathua, Doda Lok Sabha constituency, including Bilawar, Basoli, Kathua, Hiranagar, Badarwa, Kishtwar, Padar, Katra, Udhampur, etc. The Jammu and Kashmir government has evacuated about 1,42,895 JK residents stranded in other parts of the country due to COVID lockdown via Lakhanpur and through special trains and buses till date amid strict observance of all necessary guidelines and standard operating procedures. As per the official data received in this regard, the Jammu and Kashmir administration has received 55 special trains at Jammu and Udhampur railway stations from different states and UT so far, with about 43,885 passengers, while about 99,010 persons from other states and UTs, including 327 from abroad, have been evacuated by the government through Lakhanpur till date. To review the measures undertaken by the administration for the containment and management of COVID-19 pandemic, the Divisional Commissioner Kashmir Pandurang K. Pol chaired a meeting on Tuesday. On the occasion, the Divisional Commissioner directed for further strengthening and improving the mechanism by adopting coordinated strategy in accordance with COVID-19 guidelines so that spread of disease is curbed. Advisor to Lieutenant Governor Basir Ahmed Khan on Tuesday conducted a day-long extensive tour of various areas of Budgam district including Airport, Hamhama, Shekhpura, Karipura and Sabden. The tour was aimed to have on-spot assessment of various initiatives launched by the district administration Budgam with regard to development activities in these areas. Advisor also chaired a meeting of officers to review COVID-19 pandemic containment efforts being taken up by the district administration. Lakes and Waterways Development Authority on Tuesday resumed dredging of Brari Nambal Lagoon in Shahar-e-Khas, which got suspended due to the spread of COVID-19. The Vice Chairman LDA Tufail Mattu, flanked by engineering wing team, took stock of the works under execution of his visit to Lagoon. The chairman of Municipal Committee Vijaypur, Deepak Kumar, has demanded fixation of the rate of labourers in Vijaypur. Kumar, in this regard, has made an appeal to Lieutenant Governor G.C. Murmu, seeking his immediate intervention in the matter. He said that due to lockdown, many labourers have left for their states, but the present labourers are demanding extra charges to complete the work. Due to this, the people are facing a lot of problems as labourers are increasing the rate. With an increase of 10,974 new cases and 2,003 deaths in the last 24 hours, India's COVID-19 count reached 3,54,065 on Wednesday, while the toll due to the virus stands at 11,903. This includes 1,55,227 active cases and 1,86,935 cured, discharged and migrated patients, according to the Union Health Ministry. While the spike in the number of cases has stayed below the 11,000 mark, the death toll has increased manifold today as compared to 380 deaths reported on Tuesday.